One of the transitions that we see a lot in the practice is people who go from prosecuting cases to into private practice, either defending cases or handling plaintiffs' cases. And one of the most common problems, sorry, I'm exhausted just by virtue of walking up 5 steps. One of the most common problems that they don't realize is a problem is that they carry the same arrogance from being a prosecutor and having all the strengths of being a prosecutor to being a private practitioner. And those two roles are vastly different. Whether or not you're defending people in criminal cases, where you obviously don't come from a position of strength in the vast majority of cases, or whether or not you're a plaintiff's attorney. You just can't deal with people in the same way that a prosecutor would, where they have control over dockets in the vast majority of courts, have control over witnesses in the vast majority of courts. They just have more leverage in the system than almost any other participant other than judges. And in the vast majority of courts, they even have more leverage and more power than judges do. So when you're a client and you're considering, hey, this person's a former prosecutor, obviously they'll know what's going on. Know that those two roles, being a prosecutor and being in private practice, whether or not you're on the plaintiff side or on defense side in a criminal defense case, know that those two roles are not consistent, not compatible with one another. And the overwhelming majority of the time, whenever a person carries the same disposition that they had as a prosecutor into private practice, it's not going to go well for them. I saw this morning, I saw a former elected DA who got defeated, who's now in private practice, just interact with the court in a way that almost anyone would have been astounded at. Like, he made an announcement that seemed as though he thought that he controlled the docket and controlled what was going to happen with his case in a way that it's going to hurt his client in the way that the judge is going to deal with him and ultimately with the client at the end of the case.